Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe, and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
Hey there, Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, femininity coach, and author, The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what are we talking about today? Are Black men oppressing Black women? I was on social media, and actually this was brought to my attention by one of my subscribers, and I was looking around on Twitter, and what was brought to my attention was a Twitter page called Liberation in a Generation, which is ran by Black women. And I'm going to share because I would like everyone to read this with me. If you all can see this, matter of fact, let me make it big so that it can be seen. All right. So this is a Liberation in a Generation, their Twitter page. It says, we are a national movement support organization building the power of POC. I guess that means people of color, to totally transform the economy, led by Jeremy Greer, which I assume is a man, and Solana Rice, which I assume is a woman. So this is the one I want to focus on, because this is like a reply to this tweet, and I'm going to get to that one. But the reply says, woo, this forever and more. Liberation looks like self-determination, self-actualization, and autonomy, free from the toxic, deadly stress and burden of white supremacy, patriarchy, and misogynoir. Now we're going to get to the rest of that tweet. But that little part actually sparked this question. Are Black men oppressing Black women? And have they ever done that in this society, in America at all, ever? Because I don't remember the time from antebellum slavery until present day where there was an era where Black men were oppressing Black women. Because, see, they didn't say a Black patriarchy, but you want freedom from patriarchy. And you also want freedom from white supremacy, which I find to be ironic, considering that you are carrying a value system and acting on a value system that was given to you through that system. Black women are carrying, muling, if you will, because they like to say they're muling for Black men. No. You're muling for palm-colored survivalism. That's what you've been muling for, and that's what you continue to mule for. And it's interesting to me that you think on the one hand that you can actually fight that type of system while carrying the value system that was given to you through it. You have acted out as a group over the last few generations, every dream of every palm-colored survivalist that has ever been. You've done more to damage the Black community and the Black family and the image of Black people, including Black women, which you think is a strong image, but it is not, better than any KKK member or any other palm-colored supremacist / survivalist could have ever done in history. Them writing it in legislation didn't do as much damage as you have been able to do while carrying this type of value system given to you through them through the vehicle of feminism. You've been the number one catalyst, the number one useful idiot that's been carrying this mindset throughout the generations in our community, such that Black men are not even a part of the community according to gynocrats, and then have the audacity to equate Black men to a power structure and a patriarchy that oppresses them. Do you understand how convoluted all of that is? And then to compound it by lifting your fist talking about you Black Lives Matter and Black and you Black first. When we're going to go back to this page really quickly. And I want it to be seen. We're going to look at this actual tweet. Says we have a gift. Upon registration, we asked attendees. Attendees were to the Black Woman Economic Liberation Summit. That's what BWELS stands for. Attendees to share their vision for a liberated economy and society for Black women, not men, not people, women. How will we know when Black women are free? And if you are to take a look at this gift, I'm going to try to make it big. I don't know if it can be made any bigger than this. So hopefully you see it. I'm going to read the quotes as they go by. We will know we are the closure of the racial wealth gap, true financial equity and equality, wealth accumulation, opportunities for generations. We will be free when we have the unrestricted right to vote, acquire knowledge, sustain our health, and amass wealth. A 0% type 2 diabetes rate. These are all women, by the way. When we can occupy space and not have to justify why we're there. An environment in which Black women can care for our families without concern for how to feed or keep them safe. So they want to be able to care for their families without them having to provide protection and provision. Sounds like something men do. Let's keep going. Black women are safe from harm and can live healthy, whole lives. Protection. My vision is for Black women to experience a constant state of peace. Black women are free when their stresses are eliminated. Sounds like 4 P's to me. Sounds like provision, procreation, protection, and problem solving to me. When we can earn enough to take care of ourselves and our family without having to work 2 jobs and struggle with childcare. Sounds like you need a man. When entrepreneurial opportunities exist with funding available for all projects, which is actually unrealistic. There's never going to be enough funding for everybody's project. I thought I'd pause that. An economy and society where Black women aren't at a disadvantage or expected to carry burdens of others at their own expense. When Black women's inherent value as humans is reflected in policy and interpersonal practice. So they want, I don't know who's not seeing them as human, in the environment that's policy and interpersonal practice, culture. Black women's needs are met, our dreams supported, and our humanity affirmed. Who's not affirming your humanity? Ain't I a woman? We will know we are free when we are no longer on the bottom of the economic totem pole, when we are seen for our worth and as equals. To whom? Equals to whom? The closure of the racial wealth gap, true financial equity and equality, wealth accumulation opportunities for generations. That's where we started. So, as you can see, when asked random Black women what they thought freedom for Black women was, first of all, nobody had an issue with, wait a minute, I thought we were trying to free Black people, not just Black women. Readily accepted that men and boys are not part of this equation. They're not people. They're not part of the Black community at all. Stepping stones, rather, but not part of the community. Because remember, they need to be free from patriarchy. You can see by the quotes how unrealistic these ideas of freedom are, because they want to be free from the very things that they actually said that they needed: protection, problem solving, provisions. They want to be able to take care of their family without worrying about where the provision comes from, where the protection comes from, where the problem solving comes from, because they said they wanted the stressors gone. So that's somebody else to solve your problems. So how is it that you need liberation from men and the patriarchy, yet you want all of the things that men do, which are the 4 Ps, whether their men are doing this for them personally on a personal level or what men create? Because even if it's not done on a personal level, the men have created a society where everyone can partake in the 4 Ps to some degree. Protection is done on a national and international scale by the military, on a local scale by the police. Provision is done on a national scale through welfare and other such programs, feeding hungry programs where you can go and get shelter or food or something like that, free food and what have you. So that's provision. Problem solving. You'll be able to go and get some type of help to resolve other issues that you have in your life, whether it be personal, you go to therapy and get that to help you problem solve, or you get into some type of program that helps you solve specific issues that you are having in any part of your life. That's the problem solving. The only thing you need to be doing on an interpersonal thing is the procreation part. But all of them other 3 areas you are getting in society that men built, because only men think to do this because it is part of male nature. Women don't think to do any of this. The food that you don't want to worry about, men are farming those crops, be they large or small. Believe it or not, a lot of Black men are farmers as well. Whether they are farming, grains and vegetables and fruit and things like that, or they are farming with livestock. So the very food that you're going into the grocery store to pick up, it is likely that a Black man was the one where that food started. Or if he wasn't Black, he was a man. So how you want to be liberated from the patriarchy, but yet you want all of the benefits that patriarchal structures give? Patriarchal structures give the 4 Ps. They give them because that's how men think. So they will only build structures that are going to provide 1, 2, all, or whatever. They're only going to build structures like that because they think of the whole, the group. Women don't, ever. Selfish in nature, thought, and deed. So how you need to be liberated from Black men? When have Black men ever oppressed you? And from the things that you say that you need on that page, you don't need to be liberated. You need a man. Sound like to me, you need a man, sis. You trying to be liberated from the very thing that you're expressing out of your mouth that you need. Other women aren't going to provide this. Just seeking after wealth isn't going to provide this. This is how you understand women don't know much about mobility, because they think education and wealth are the only means to acquire some sort of liberation, especially from the things that they say they're trying to be liberated from. You trying to be liberated from palm-colored supremacy with their value system. Tell me how that works. You trying to be liberated from patriarchy, i.e. black men, because you worship palm-colored men. So you ain't trying to be liberated from that. And misogynoir, which I hate that word because it's made up. Ain't nobody just hating on black women. If your appearance value is bad, it's because you fight for it to be bad, i.e. the bonnet argument. So I'm failing to see how is it that you need to be liberated from anybody's patriarchy, really, while simultaneously saying out of your mouth that we need provision, we need protection, we need problem solving. That's 3 of the 4 P's right there. That's only something that men give you, whether he be zaddy or whoever, because even zaddy give you some version of it. Or else you wouldn't have the luxury of kicking back talking about you just want economic freedom for black women. Then try to holler about Black Lives Matter like you care about what men go through when you obviously don't. Then you want to whine and cry about why you don't have a man and why black men don't step up to do this, that, and the third for you. You don't want them to. You setting yourself up and the future of your girls up so that they don't have to deal with no man. Let you tell it. So that's what I want to know. How is it that you being liberated from something that you say you need? This is the backwardness of gynocrats. You're not even thinking about what you're saying as you say it, and the hypocrisy of it all, and the backwardsness of it all. You think you're saying something slick when you really sounding real stupid right about now. You need to knock it off. All that I don't need a man stuff, but I need all of the things that men provide. Knock it off. You sound stupid out here in these streets, sis. All y'all that think like that sound ignorant. Sound like you need a man in your life ASAP, if wanna have you, which I doubt. One that got no sense. If he got sense, he'll run from you. Anyway, sound off in the comment section. Are black men somehow oppressing black women? I don't think so. Where's this oppression coming from? But because I'm saying oppressed because they're talking about they need to be liberated. You need to be liberated when somebody doing something to you, when you need to be free, when you're held captive somewhere. I don't see where black men holding you captive. Ain't nobody holding no hostages. If you want to run along to Zaddy, go. He ain't checking for you. I wonder why. Because he knows he created a saboteur. He don't want you coming over there messing up what he got with him, Karen, and Becky. He set you loose over here. He don't want that Tasmanian devil in his house. Anyway, again, sound off in the comment section. Are black men oppressing black women? And do black women need to be liberated away from black men in any sense of that word? I want to hear everyone's opinion on that. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.